Hello, Year 6, welcome to Wednesday's topic lesson. So, over the past 2 days, you've learned about the Amazon rainforest and the Amazon River, and we're moving away from that now. At the very start of this topic, you learned about Brazil and the states within Brazil, and this lesson is very similar. However, it's going to refer to other countries that make up South America. So, a few things that I want you to know. I want you to know that Brazil is part of the continent of South America. I want you to be able to name a number of countries that make up South America, not all of them, but a number of them. And I want you to know about some of those other countries, the culture, food, the lifestyle, the population, capital cities, those sorts of things. Now, the task today is very similar to one you did at the start of this topic, and therefore it should make it fairly straightforward. So, South America is a continent almost entirely in the southern hemisphere, and this line here that you can see very faintly on the map is the equator, which splits the northern and southern hemisphere. So this is South America, all this area here, and that equator splits the northern hemisphere up here and the southern hemisphere. So you can see the majority of South America is in the southern hemisphere, and you will see a huge part of South America there is the country we've been learning all about, Brazil. Now, it consists of between 12 and 14 countries, and you might think, well, that's a bit odd. How can it be between 12 and 14 countries? There are definitely 12 countries in South America. However, it is sometimes argued that there are another 2 countries. It depends. Some people don't count them as countries of their own. Now, although Brazil is the largest, there are many other important and fascinating nations in the continent. Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela, just to name a few. There is a YouTube link. It will also be on Seesaw for you, and that is to a little song, again similar to the one from earlier on in this topic, just about the countries in South America. It gives you a little quick oversight, and it might just help you remember some of the names. Almost all of the South American countries have a border with Brazil, and you can see the edges here of these countries all stick onto the side of Brazil. There are a couple that do not. The most notable ones are Ecuador here, you can see no link to Brazil there, and Chile, this huge country that runs all the way down the side of there. But today, you're going to find out about one of 6 of the countries. So you're going to pick one of these. Argentina, Venezuela, Bolivia, Uruguay, Peru, or Chile. You pick any one of those 6. Okay? Then, using Britannica, which is online as well. It's not necessarily the app like we have in school, but there is Britannica online, or other research websites. I can put some additional links if that would be useful on Seesaw for you as well. I want you to complete the fact file sheet about one of those countries. As I said, you'll notice the sheet is similar to the one about the Brazilian states. It asks for things like draw a picture of the flag, what's the population, what currency do they use, what language do they speak, what sort of food do they eat, any famous people, culture of those countries. Really nice bullet-pointed activity, and just gives you an opportunity to find out something new about a country you didn't necessarily know about before. As a little sort of bit of interest, I would maybe suggest finding out about one that you've not heard of much of before. Find out about a country you didn't know about, because that in itself is an amazing thing. I'll be really interested to see what you produce or what we find out about those countries, and once they're on Seesaw, I'll share them, and when you're all back in school, you'll be able to have a look at each other's and learn from each other. Okay, good luck with your work, and I look forward to seeing it later.